Support for City Series Boys Football is provided by the Akron Public Schools Career Education Department at 330-761-3131 or apscareers.com.
Welcome to George Alton Stadium. Dave Schick, Joe Bukansky. Game of the week. Ellet Orangemen versus the Garfield Rams here at home. 2 games left for the Orangemen to stay perfect on the season as they come in tonight a perfect record of 8-0, 4-0 within the district. Akron Garfield comes in at 5-3, 3-1 overall in the district. Some good wins. Only lost to the Griffins, which the Orangemen handed a loss last week. Looking to kick off for the Rams. Back to receive are the Orangemen. Kick is high into the left side. Going to be caught. And back the other way. It's going to get to about the 35-yard line.
Dakota King on the return gets a good return up to the 35. Big hit by the Rams to bring him down. For the Orangemen, they come in, as Dave mentioned, 8-0 overall, sitting right now 4th in Division II, Region 4, looking for a perfect season. And this is very well the game that could decide the City Series champ, with Garfield 3-1 overall.
And the Orangemen are going to be led by senior quarterback Jake Fisher. In the backfield, high snap, bobbles it, able to catch it on the handoff. He'll get a yard on the carry.
That's a good start for Garfield. One thing they're going to be looking to be doing tonight, Dave, is be physical at that point of contact, try to win the line of scrimmage. On a 3-game winning streak are the Rams right now, and they've really had a great win the last couple weeks. 2 weeks ago, going down to St. Thomas, and a team that's had their number the last couple of years. They put 55 up against them, really running the football well and playing more physical defense the last couple of weeks are the Rams.
They come in tonight with a tough task. 2-9 overall. Sorry, 2nd and 9. Looking to pass down the sideline. He has it to King. King's going to get 4 yards on the catch and get to the 46-yard line to set up 3rd and short.
Another good open field tackle by this Rams secondary.
And certainly a play that we've seen the Rams use. They seem to kind of suck you in on that inside running. They'll do that with Matt Gear, Clavon Birch, and Jacob Ivory. It's kind of their 3-horse stable. Up top, you have Jake Williams in the slot. Dakota King at the bottom of your screen. Fisher fakes it and runs right up. He turns, and he's going to get a yard.
Nothing doing.
And fourth down and about 5. About 3, really.
Great job up front by Garfield, forcing a 3-and-out.
So now you have Jacob Eisenhart.
Didn't see him much last week.
Followed his mom into the stadium. Kicked it away. And it's going to be caught at the 28-yard line. Bobbled there, but recovered. And they'll take over from there, so we'll get to see Garfield come out with their power running game with their first possession.
So a nice job by the Rams forcing the 3-and-out. They'll take over offensively.
A little different from what we've seen, though, from the Orangemen in past games that we've covered. Usually that first drive results in a touchdown. We've seen it the last couple of games against Kenmore as well as Booktool, able to make that first drive in for a touchdown.
And last week against Firestone, it was an all-absolute offensive display by them, doing just about everything right.
I formation for the Rams. Coming against a very quick Orangeman defensive line. They come after the running back. He'll get a yard that he pushed for.
Darian Powers off left side there, following his blockers for a nice little gain on first down. And you know first down is big for the Rams. They want to get chunks of yardage so they can keep the game and keep the ball on the ground as much as possible.
On the top of your screen for the Rams is going to be Levante Lash. Looking to hand the ball off again, but met in the backfield and taken down by the Orangemen. And Grant handed the ball off to really no place to go. On the tackle, you're going to have Jacob Ivory.
Yeah, him and Matt Gear shooting that gap right up the middle, kind of stuffing that play. Loss of a yard. We'll bring up 3rd and long for the Rams.
Yeah, 3rd and 9 now. Both teams sputtering a little bit here on their first possession. Bottom of your screen is going to be Trevante Thomas. Jataris Grant under center. He looks to pass to the left side, has a man one-on-one, but he's going to be overthrown. He's going to hit at about the 40-yard line, but intended for Levante Lash.
Good coverage on the plate. Grant just didn't have enough time to set up. Threw a pretty good ball, but another half a second to set up and step into that throw. Might have had a chance there. It had one-on-one coverage on the outside, but good pressure by this Ellet defense. Three and out now both ways. Jataris Grant, it does a little bit of everything for the Rams, back to punt.
A little different, though, from what we've seen from Buchtel, where he kind of lines up just kind of in the shotgun. They'll return it at the 40-yard line, return it to the 50, and he'll just get past the 50-yard line on King's return. So 11-yard return for him. And we'll get the second possession here for the Orangemen.
Nice tackle by Davon Mason after the return of about 12 yards. Orangemen setting up with good field position, though.
But definitely a little different look for having your quarterback back there than we saw from the Griffins, where they kind of set up in a 4-wide formation where they make you spread everybody out. That one just kind of back is in regular punting position. He's at the bottom of your screen now in coverage. Fisher warming up his hands because it is freezing outside. Looking to hand the ball off. Quick through the hole. Taken down quickly on a 2-yard gain for Birch.
Yeah, Birch. Garfield is coming. They're coming after him. They're daring Ellet to throw the football, which is probably good. A good thing to do if you're the Rams. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw Fisher have some success when he was dared to do it before with strikes over 25 yards. That's what first couple he had last game against Firestone. He'll look to do it here. Fakes it on the go route. Stopped, went up, went to go get it. And they're going to say it was caught at the 26-yard line. And Smethers on the catch, number 7, David Smethers. Great pass from Fisher. And on cue, a very nice gain of 22 yards.
Double move there by Smethers and did a great job adjusting to the football, going up and getting it and coming down with it. Fisher selling the fake, and you see again the experience of Fisher sitting in that pocket and delivering the ball, but Smethers, great athletic play to get it.
Well, he did a good job kind of with that pump fake to bring the cornerback, Gant, in. And now he'll get a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. He'll hand the ball off left side, trying to get around the corner. But a bunch of white jerseys are right in the pocket in which he was trying to slide through. On the tackle's going to be Gant as well as
Birch not finding any real estate there on the left side.
Hey, we're on the left side of the field. I can sit down for a little while.
We'll trade, old man. I'll stand up for the second quarter.
No, that's all right. I got to stay warm anyway.
Officials timeout on the field.
What did he say?
I think he said button your chin strap or I'm going to give you a penalty to one of the Ellet players. But I don't know. I just have binoculars.
That's what it looked like.
Back in the shotgun again is the Orangemen.
Smethers and King up top. A your screen. Fisher looks that way. Gonna go down the sideline, but kind of bobbled that snap a little bit. He's gonna lose 3 yards on the catch.
And the bobble killed the timing, and then the throw was high, and King had no chance to go anywhere because he had to wait on that ball. Big loss on the play of about 6, and 3rd and long now for the Orangemen.
So 3rd and 14 now. And they're going to need another big play, and it may be on the arm of Fisher. Not as much success as we've seen running the ball on the Orangemen so far here, even in the second possession.
Need about 8 to 10 yards to get in Andrew Neal's field goal range.
He hit a 40-yarder before the game, right from the spot on the left
That's about his range.
So you needed some gain here. He throws it up top, has a receiver there. He catches it at the 10-yard line, and he'll go out at the 6. Matt Gear on the catch from Fisher.
Great job by Fisher buying time with his feet on 3rd and long and finding Gear on the arrow route just out of the outstretched fingertips of Jataris Grant. Looked like he had it and even maybe got a fingertip on it, but not enough. Big catch by Matt Gear.
So now 1st and goal. 2 big passes from Fisher to get them first downs on a 3rd and long situation. And now a short field for them, and they'll go back to the running game, I assume.
4 for 42 yards so far.
They have offsides by the Rams.
Be about a 3-yard penalty.
Yep.
Boy, that's the game of inches right there. That ball's an inch shorter. It gets knocked away, and Ellet's sitting 4th down. And they had a lot of pressure, but Fisher able to get away from the one defender.
King at the bottom of your screen. Smethers up top. Smethers already has 1 reception in the game. And they'll go to the run game, trying to get Gear in the end zone. He runs right. Haven't taken him down yet. It looks like they're going to give him about a yard on the carry. Yep, maybe 2 yards. 2nd and goal still.
Yeah, Sean Calhoun and Eric McCants, nice penetration there to keep Gear from getting in the end zone.
That's Neal. That's 53. You're talking about for Ellet? No, it's 53. 53, Calhoun.
Calhoun on the tackle as they're discussing it here.
53, Calhoun. Okay, I got it.
They line up quickly.
We'll give him a yard and a half.
You going to do fractions later?
Sure, no.
Fisher, probably. You usually see him keep it. He's going to hand off to Gear again. He's on the line, and the hands are up. 6 points on the scoreboard. On the second possession, the Orangemen get in the end zone.
That ball almost came out, too. They're really ripping at that football, but Gear, nice, solid run to get himself in the end zone.
6-0 your score with 4:05 left here in the first quarter. Orangemen happy with that drive. Going 60 yards into the end zone.
67 or 63? Kicking the extra point.
Yeah, nice drive. 49 yards out. They got the good field position and the big 3rd down gainer.
Kick is up and good, so it'll make it 7-0 on Neal's extra point.
In the first quarter, it's the Orangemen 7 and the Rams 0.
Want to let you know that City Series football right here in APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering the Universal Breakfast Program to ensure a free breakfast for every student. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. So now Garfield will get the ball back again and looking to get their offense going like the Orangemen did on their second possession. But they came into it using that pass game to get things going. And the Rams may have to go use that same formula.
Forced third and long, and they had the play, just did not make the play. Fisher bought a little bit extra time with his feet, Dave, and delivered a halfway decent ball and just over the outstretched hands. That's the clutch senior play right there by Jake Fisher, who's off to a real good start so far.
Yeah, and Fisher probably, from the games we covered and so forth, probably the 3rd or 4th best rushing yards on the team.
Oh, yeah, he's been
So
much
he's
more
a
effective with his legs.
Double threat as well. Ball's going to be caught at the 15-yard line. He'll come out to the 20, 23, and that's where the scrum will kind of stop, and they'll take over from there.
Real good kick coverage by the Orangemen.
Yeah, return was by DeAndre Bowden.
The Orangemen looking right now for possibly a home playoff game if they can win out, which would be a perfect 10-0 season. Garfield with 5 victories get them a lot of points if they can hold on here tonight. Also win them more than likely if they can finish out and take care of business next week, the City Series Championship.
So you're saying that North?
No, never saying. I'm saying heavy favorites.
Heavy favorites. On the run, no gain.
Who carried that run? Not sure. Number 12.
Darian Powers had no chance there as he was just smothered by about 4 Ellet defenders. This defense is swarming right now.
Yeah, that defensive line from the Orangemen getting a good push against the Rams. Almost pushing him that step back so he's not getting any space, any holes to go through.
Well, we mentioned the last 3 weeks, 2 points given up, so basically a defensive shutout against Buchtel. On second down, a nice run here to the left side.
Dier Safer.
Dier Safir.
Dier Safir, the ball carrier.
He gets a lot of that yardage back. It's going to bring a manageable 3rd and about 5.
Pickup of 5.
But the Orangemen shutting out Firestone last week 49-0, and now looking for 45, I believe it was. But
well, and we saw
can they do it 3 weeks? And I'm telling you, those are the kind of teams that often make deep runs in the playoffs because of stout defenses, and that's what wins in the playoffs.
And he's going to go again. He'll get about 3 of the 5 that he needed, does Safier.
Dier Safir, the ball carrier.
Now it's decision time.
4th and 1. Still in their own territory, though.
Pickup of 3 on the play.
But,
4th down.
yeah, as you said, and really those last 2 possessions for the Falcons against the Orangemen last week was against the second stringers, and that defense gave up some yards but still didn't allow them in the end zone.
Yeah, remember, we were close to the 4th quarter, and they only had 2 first downs. It's been a dominating Ellet defense here the last 3 weeks. High snap.
Does get it away cleanly. Does Gant, and it's going to hit at the 40. Take a ram bounce about the 40. I'm sorry, about
It looks
the
like it touched it about the 40,
line,
I think. Yeah, you're about right. You're right, Eagle Eye. 2 3-and-outs in a row, and the number of 3-and-outs that they've forced in the last couple of weeks has been impressive.
Well, no passes yet.
Nope.
And we've seen so far that that's how Ellet's got their bread and butter going.
And real important for Garfield to stay within the score too, because then if things get widen out a little bit, they have to go away from what they do, and they're not a strike fast type of offense. They need to control the football, but when you can't get first downs, that's hard to do.
So the defense comes back out for the Rams. Fisher, who started the last possession right about this same spot and went in for a touchdown on 2 big passes, hands the ball off here with the same result he did before with no gain.
Who was that? 32?
I believe that was Gear.
Ivory.
Ivory?
Yeah.
All right, I was wrong.
Who got stood up right at the line of scrimmage. And Garfield doing the job, Dave, on first down. They in that last possession, they gave up, the big yardage on 3rd down. But they've done the job on first down, forcing 2nd and long. Now they see if they can get to the quarterback here.
2nd and 10, Fisher going to be in the shotgun. He's going to run it himself left, go into the line, and the defensive linemen doing a great job of coming off their blocks.
Yes, that's exactly
and
it.
grabbing
They're
them.
getting off their blocks.
I believe that was Chris Meckley.
We'll give Fisher a yard. It'll be 3rd and a long 8 here.
Sean Calhoun also in on the tackle. But they're holding their block there, waiting for the runners to come through and then coming off and making the tackle.
Here we have that 3rd and long again. Last time they converted, it leads to the score. Let's see what we can do here defensively if they're going to come after Fisher.
And they come back in pass coverage, and he's going to hand it off. He slips at the line of scrimmage, steps forward. Looks like he'll get a yard. 2 yards on that one. He pushes a little extra, and Ivory is going to go down at the 45-yard line.
Conservative play call, you may think, but when your defense is playing like it is, I think you're play that field position game and put it in their hands. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter.
Yep, so at the end of the first, 7-0 your score with the Orangemen leading the Rams. I want to let you know City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public School for Education, where 95% of students have passed the Ohio Proficiency Test or the Ohio Graduation Test and earned a high school diploma. For more information, apscareers.com. City Series football on APS 15 is also supported by Akron Public Schools, offering open enrollment, which allows students to transfer to other Akron schools for specialized studies. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com.
Looks like the Orangemen will punt it back to the Rams, and if you're Garfield here, you need to at least flip field position, get a couple of first downs, if not pop a big play, because Ellet has started them off inside their 30 every time. Need a couple first downs too. No first downs yet for the Rams.
I would say, we've watched a couple of these Ellet games and we're kind of trying to follow this perfect season, whether it comes all the way out that way. But I would say overall this year I feel, and it could be because of the veteran personnel they have, but the play calling I think has been less conservative than we've seen in years past. They had the 2 big third down plays as the kick goes away. It's going to hit at the 15. Can he save it from going out of bounds? Not in time.
Crush that ball. 55 yards.
12-yard line, and
yeah.
just the horses just couldn't catch up to it, so they're going to get a touchback. They come back out to the 20-yard line. But that last third down, when they ran the ball, we saw them successfully complete passes on 3rd and long, and they decided to go away from it. Sometimes I think it gets a little muddy as whether they want to be kind of more risk-taking or conservative like that. Obviously, a little more risk-taking until they got the touchdown, and now.
And I think a lot of it has to do with the way your defense is playing, as well as they are playing. They're going to put it in their hands right now.
Gonna run it right side. He's going to get 2 yards, and that's going to be Powers on the carry.
Positive yards on first down for Darian Powers. Gain of a couple.
Gear on the tackle.
Second and 8, the ball is spotted at the 22-yard line. That's why you said it.
5-meter screen is going to be.
There we go. Full house by the Garfield Rams.
1 receiver at the bottom. He won't get used. Full house. Ooh. Pushes everyone through. We got a flag down at the line of scrimmage, Joe.
Yep.
Oh, my.
It's in the general area of holding.
Let's see. They're pointing at us. Maybe it's on us.
Maybe it is. Wait. He was about to call procedure, and he said, wait for it.
I think it's illegal participation.
Ah, there we go.
Play.
Yeah.
12 on
Powers with a good solid run.
And that full house formation had a little more success getting through that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, a little smash mouth football there. 3rd and their best shot here, 3rd and a short 3.
And it's always a little embarrassing as a referee when you got to pick it up because everyone's looking at you. What's the call?
Staying in that full house. They're going to go to Powers again. Oh,
Powers
yeah.
Races through. He's got 10, 15, and he's going to be taken down at the 49-yard line. What a run.
Just that adjustment of bringing the extra back, and they went away from the twins. They brought the extra back in and went full house and said, hey, we're going to run it right at you. And that extra blocker sprung him there for their best gain by far of the night.
22 yards on the carry, but unfortunately, though, he's still on the ground, Joe.
Yeah.
Want to let you know that City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, including student opportunities in visual arts, including drawing, painting, ceramics, sculpture, photography and computer design. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. As the staff is tending to him, we certainly wish him the
He's
best.
grabbing that right hamstring.
Did you know that we're here?
Yeah.
Unlimited data.
Well, when you look at kind of the playoff picture, Joe,
There's no annual contract. It's Metro PCS.
for Ellet.
Wireless for all.
As we look at it,
Yeah, let's look at it. We have time.
sure, right now they sit fourth in Division 2, Region 4, that loaded division that right now Nordonia is on top. I'm sorry, Highland's on top, Nordonia is third. Those two teams play each other tonight. Winner of that game more than likely goes to first in the region. Ellet looking to hang on. A win here today, and they probably hang on to that fourth slot in that really stacked region. Maybe get themselves a home game. Looking for their second consecutive playoff appearance in as many years as they made it to the playoffs last year. But this is definitely a more experienced team and a better team than last year's version.
And the crowd certainly showing up for the Orangemen here. It's pretty full out there. A lot of hot cocoa being sold, I'm sure. And a home game is certainly what they want going into the playoffs. First down on the carry.
Saphir replacing Powers in the backfield.
He came off the field and was stretching a little bit. We hope to have him back. He'll take a timeout.
Timeout Garfield. That's their first timeout.
I want to let you know City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools Career Education Department, where students have access to over 1,000 different apprenticeships, international credentials, and career education programs before they graduate from high school.
Please stop by and purchase.
For more information, visit apscareers.com.
I know.
Watch how he lined up 9 yards deep. It's like no one ever been back there except Powers. Powers leaves the game and they're 9 yards deep.
So a 7-0 lead so far here with 10-16 left here in the second quarter. The Orangemen finally gave up a big play, and it was running the ball, but unfortunately Powers is out. Maybe with the timeout we'll see him come back onto the field.
I'm looking for him over there.
I don't see him. I think he's in the back of that huddle.
If he's in the huddle, that's a good sign.
Nope. Not in the backfield. But I don't see him over there.
He's
Keep an
hiding
eye
from
out
us.
for it.
Boy, look how tight Ellet is. They got 10 guys just.
Missed the one-on-one tackle. Uh-oh. And I think we're going to be moving forward.
Face mask. According to Saphir, it was. Nope.
Ouch. Holding there, so it'll be first down and 22.
And Ellet, no exaggeration, had 10 players within 2.5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Their linebackers are sucked in so far. If Garfield could go play action, they're definitely going to have one-on-one coverage on the outside. Maybe if you could slip a tight end over the middle, too. Oof. Second penalty in the game for the Rams.
And just as you said, this is a team that not necessarily is going to be able to get back into games with those big plays using the aerial attack. A penalty like this is also tough for them to overcome. Let's see what they do here on 1st and 21.
Reverse.
Around. Got some space, gets back to the line of scrimmage. And a good tackle on the other side. Let's see here.
Number 24.
Javante Ray.
Yeah, one of our players of the week with 2 picks last week, Javante Ray, coming up from his corner slot. Play just took a little bit too long to develop and get north-south, but they do get a couple of yards on it.
2 yards on the carry for him.
Thomas, the ball carrier on the play.
2nd and 19. And lots of pressure. He steps up into the pocket, but the pocket disappears. He gets a sack for a loss of 4 yards.
Ivory, Hamdan, and others in on the play there. Grant tries to get away, but You can get away from one guy, but really hard to get away from 2 and 3.
A loss of 3 on the play.
And
Brings up third
when he
down.
came out of that drop step, he had no place to go. And now you're just trying to get a little bit.
Yeah, now either go deep, or maybe a draw play here to keep field position.
Only one wide receiver, so the deep play is probably out. Up 2 up top. Grant rolls that way, looking to go deep. Pass caught,
Ball is complete.
and he's going to get to the 46-yard line on the catch. So made up some.
Good throw
About
and
a
catch.
14-yard catch.
Yeah, if you're playing field position, good throw and catch, but going to bring 4th and 6, and we'll see if they try to punt and pin here, if they want to go for it. I imagine they'll punt and try to pin Ellet deep in their own territory.
And it does look that way as Grant's back to kick. 7:42 left here in the first half. And King for the Orangemen back to catch this one. He's at about the 15-yard line. Think he's going to be away. And it's going to be caught at the 12. He goes right side, still on his feet. He's at the 20, 25. He's at the 40. He's going to go down at the 44-yard line. So big return for him as it comes back 37 yards.
Yeah, King breaking tackles there, and a great play by Saphir as field position stays in Ellet's hands, in good hands with Ellet on the big return by Dakota King.
33-yard return by Dakota King. It's 1st and 10, the Orangemen. Thank you.
So Fisher now. Long count here. Tosses it. Birch comes through. Puts his head down, and he's going to get 5 yards on the carry. He'll get it just to the 50-yard line, just short of it.
Yeah, Birch has found it difficult finding running room, but he has his best run of the night so far as he slithers through it on good yardage on first down for the Orangemen.
Spotted at the Orangemen's 49-yard line.
Fisher's going to go into the shotgun now. 2nd and 5, looks to go down. No, the other go route again. Smothers there, but just over his fingertips. Just misses it about the 22-yard line. Same play we saw for a very big games.
Smothers had a touchdown there. That was a perfect throw. that one's got to be caught.
Fisher, though, on that one, not as smooth on the fake.
No. Yeah, he was beat. He was beat by 5 yards on the double move there. The play that worked earlier where Smothers made the great catch. Couldn't come up with that one.
It seemed like he kind of pumped it a little too early.
No matter, though, if he comes down with that ball. 3rd and 6 now. See if the Rams can hold here.
Yeah, they go back to the run
Counter.
game. And Birch is going to get about 3 yards.
Yeah,
Set up
decision
4th and
time.
short.
I got to imagine they're going to punt it again.
Brought down by number 65, Chris Meckley.
And they're going to bring the punter back out. Eisenhart going to try to
Brings up a
kick one, maybe not quite as good this time.
Yeah. Kick it higher, but not farther. And sometimes that's a little harder to do. It's easy just to.
Yep. Drill it.
Snap is good. Kick is away. Sends it down the side. It's going to hit at the 6. Oh, and they are going to catch it, but it rolls away from him. He's going to get it at the 1. Yep, he's going to get it at the 1-yard line as he almost lost it. And on the down was going to be Jacob Ivory.
So a 55-yarder, he follows it up with a, do we get 47, 46 yards on that one? Another drill, but this one more importantly is down at about the 2-yard line. And special teams have been huge for the Orangemen so far. Really haven't done a whole lot offensively. Special teams is certainly running the football, but special teams, couple big returns and playing that field position game.
The Orangemen found themselves in a position like this before against the Griffins. And on 4th down, just kind of took the safety. They were on the 1-yard line, but Grant wants to make something out of this from the get-go. Hands the ball off. He's going to have.
He got out.
Yeah, he got out, but he didn't get
Barely.
anything extra.
Everybody see a carrier?
That was a fullback, I believe.
Number 5. They see who ran it? 5.
Yeah.
So with 5:15 left here in the first half, they're going to
Ellie's.
get another push. 2nd and 10, didn't get anything last time. Very similar play from our vantage point here. Oh my, still walking the tightrope. No gain again. So this is it, you gotta get something here. You don't wanna be punting from the back of your end zone. A lot can go wrong there.
Timeout Garfield here. Hey, maybe they're gonna set up the old, remember? Wasn't it Dent from Bookville, the 99-yard and a halfback pass at the that one was at the Rubber Bowl too, I believe. Throwback. Was that the Rubber Bowl or
I think
InfoCision?
that was at the Rubber Bowl.
Wow, taking us back.
Jeez. I wonder if we should buy maybe our
I wonder if they
our
auctioned
press
off
box
that
area.
play.
Buy our press box, take it home, put it in the backyard.
Like a
Kids.
treehouse.
Kids, this is where I used to work in college and where we did APS games. But it fell apart before I got it home. I think the auction already happened for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They bought everything win except the turf. They had some bids on the turf, but they wanted like 100,000, I think, for that turf.
It was like 160,000
Yeah.
for the turf.
I don't think the turf win. There were some high schools that were looking at it. I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know what kind of condition it's in. It's probably
It's
decent,
old.
but yeah,
Well,
it's aged.
The
and you-
technology of that artificial field has just gotten. It's just like not a computer type, but it's moved on since they put it in. The turf's now much shorter. So 3rd and 10. Let's come back to the field here.
They won't set
And
up
they-
a rush. There's no returner because they're like 10 guys in
They
the
want
box.
to
Punt now.
run, and they will. No, he's going to pass from the end zone. 1-on-1, gets behind his defender.
Oh, good ball.
But it's just going to be off his hands at the 34-yard line. So 4th and 10 now from the end zone.
Punt, you should have punted on 3rd. They got no one
Some
back.
discussion here to punt on 3rd down with no one coming after you. Now you know.
4th down, they're punting out of the back edge of the end zone, and if I'm Ellet, I got to come after this thing.
I wouldn't even send someone back. I would put King up on the line. You don't even need to catch it if you block it. There's no extra help. 4:38. Snap is good. Kicks it straight
Oh,
up.
boy.
Oh, my. It's going to hit at the 15. That is not what you wanted. So they take over basically in the red zone off the high punt. And not easy for him to punt that one away.
He almost punted off the back of his personal protector.
Well, he lost about probably 2 to 3 yards that he would normally have on the field in a very condensed area. He can't even kind of jump up to catch it in fear of walking out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah. 21-yard punt, and Ellet again not doing much offensively, but playing that field position game, and now they got themselves in good field position. Their last time where they started inside Garfield territory, they scored.
Ivory and Gear in the backfield. Fisher under center. Smothers and King up top. Hard count. No one moves. Hands off to Gear. Gear goes through the line. Kind of like a sneaky little gnome getting through that defensive line. He gets about 5 yards on the carry. 2nd and 5.
Job going with Gear, the quick but power type of back that gets those tough yards, keeps those legs chugging. Good gain on 1st down for him.
Kind of like Russell Westbrook type from the Eagles back in the day. Ivory, though, goes back left side. He's going to get, he got a good spot. That might be a 1st down,
Yeah,
very
close to it.
I'm going to say first down, Joe. Oh, no.
By Eric McCants.
They don't give me the spot.
Not as good as you thought.
No.
Up of 4.
Should have waited.
Third
3rd and 1
down.
now.
Ball spotted at the 13.
Watch out for the hard count here.
Hard count, and I'd look for Fisher going right behind the center. They're going to crowd it in.
Long one.
Oh, my. Fisher
Oh,
at the
yeah.
center.
Keep it.
He's got 2.
Fisher on the keeper.
That'll be
Got it
first
easily.
down. Is he gonna be? Are they going to get another first down go, or are they going to be first and goal from the 10? The spot says first and goal from the 10.
First and goal.
That's sometimes nice when you're at the 11. You can always get that first down if you're just not quite in.
Great job by Lucas Rennick there, creating that hole on the right guard spot.
All right, so
Gear is brought down.
he's still going to get 3 yards on the carry, though.
Okay, Matt Gear, the ball carrier.
Another man down for Garfield. Maybe looks like he got the wind knocked out of him.
I want to let you know City Series football right here on APS 15 is supported by Akron Public Schools Career Education Department. Career education programs are supported by industry-based standards identified by 30 different business advisory groups. For more information, visit apscareers.com. Certainly with the hopeful win for the Orangemen, it would allow us to continue our coverage of their season. We'd be covering them next week right here at George Alton Stadium again as they take on the North Vikings, kind of the top and the bottom of the City Series division. But certainly a game that seniors and all the teammates are going to want to be a part of. If you can have a perfect season, that's something that you'll be talking about long after you're out of the walls here of Ellet High School.
Certainly an upset by the Rams here would be huge, not only for their playoff aspirations. They sit 14th right now in Division III, Region 7, but and that would get them right into the hunt with all the points they would get from Ellet, but also for the chance to ensure themselves a winning season as they're starting to turn things back around here at Garfield. But a big task here for the defense. 2nd and goal for the Orangemen.
2nd and 7 now, I formation. 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Tosses the ball to Ivory. Ivory's going to be at the line. He's going to push forward. Still pushing. No one took him down, and he's got a touchdown. Just like that, 6 points go up on the board, 13-0. The Orangemen take over. You thought he was stopped, but again, sneaky, getting right on through into the end zone.
Kept those legs pumping. Nice job by Jacob Ivory. 2nd and 3rd effort, and Garfield has not missed many tackles, but as soon as they do, Ellet takes advantage.
So with 2:13 here in the second quarter, they get their 2nd touchdown, and Neal looking to add his 2nd extra point. Yeah, kick is up very high,
And
and it is good. And we saw him kick a field goal earlier. 30-yard field goal in the game against Firestone. So a very good kicking game here from the Orangemen, which we had discussed last week. Could be their difference as they move into the playoffs against a very good division. When you're in a team going back and forth, running the ball, too far from getting a touchdown, you're 20 yards out, you have an opportunity to get some points, something you don't always have here at this level.
In Ellet, what can you say about them? The offense certainly has been explosive, but it's been opportunistic today. The special teams has been excellent, and they don't have a penalty yet. I mean, there's the kind of things they do. They don't beat themselves, and they take advantage of the short field. They've had it twice. They've scored twice. And their defense has been awesome the last few weeks. I mean, that's where that helps, too. Their offense has been effective. It's kind of like the Kansas City Chiefs, who are sitting undefeated in pro football right now. Their defense has been awesome. Their offense has been opportunistic and effective. Not great. They don't have great stats or great fantasy numbers, but they got the one stat that matters, a 0 in the loss column right now.
As Neal kicks it away, they're going to be caught at the 11. Come up the left side.
6 at the 11.
Picks up and gets to about the 26-yard line, and he'll go down.
It's 2:06. It's kind of decision time for both teams here. Ellet with 3 timeouts left, and with that flag that's down, that might change a decision depending on which way it goes. And looks like it's going to go back, which is going to pin the Rams back and maybe make them a little bit less likely to take a shot down the field here.
It's going to be against Garfield.
And all it takes is against a real good ball team, Dave, is a couple-minute stretch. They got to be careful here. Ellet with 3 timeouts, and Ellet might use them here to try to get the football back before halftime.
Well, especially given where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
Another 15-yard punt from the Rams could give them the ball at the 30-yard line and about a minute worth of time to give Fisher a chance to heave it in there.
Garfield needs a first down here.
They still don't have Powers back in, though.
Yep.
And he's going to pass Grant. He slips on that back foot. Makes a good pass.
Oh, I think he
not
got
able
there
to
a little
hold on to it.
early.
Pass intended for Devontae Lash on the right side.
Yep, they won't call that. Not here.
I mean, you might say good timing, you might say real good timing because he might have got there about a half a step early, but breaks it up.
So 2 minutes left here in the second. Grant, though, had some trouble with his footing on that last pass. We may be hand the ball off, and he does right side. Great single tackle by Gear. Gear got his ankles and waited for teammate, let's see here, Maurice Mackey to take down the top. Take the bottom of the tree, and the top falls.
Surprisingly, no timeout here by the Orangemen.
They're done. It's over. 12 doesn't get back in the game, they won't play.
2-yard loss.
So 3rd and 12, 1:25 left here in the first half. The clock continues to run as Garfield just
I wouldn't be in a rush if I were them.
wants to get in the locker room. 1:15. Looks to throw. Grant up top. Goes big. Has a man there, but it throws it to the benches. Those are out of bounds. Pass intended for Thomas on the right side. So now 4th and 12 with a minute 08.
Then Grant going to have to
Punt again from the
punt
same.
it maybe just outside the end zone this time. Garfield
Should
with
have some more space.
yeah. Ellet with 3 timeouts left too, Dave, so they can take some shots if they'd like.
Well, what do you think would have been better, to use the timeouts defensively or not be able to use them?
Yeah, I should have used the timeout but we'll see. High
Snap is high. Kicks it away. Much better this time. Going to hit at the 35, bounce to the 38, and out at the 36.
Didn't get that
So
good,
you
but
got
did a good
60
job
seconds.
just to get it off. They got one-on-one and another short field to work with.
They going to run plays, Joe?
I'd be surprised if they didn't. Oh, absolutely. They're going to take a shot to score again here.
I don't know. We saw last week they tend to be a little more conservative on this area, and then at other times ran up the score.
They're going to take a couple shots here with the field position.
One play, and then they're going to kneel it.
They're not going to kneel.
Fisher under center, offset I formation, looks to hand the
Fumble.
ball. Oh, we got a fumble.
Right back to the Orangemen.
It's almost like a completed pass. To the
Yeah, they get a
35
positive
yard
gain
line.
on that. Birch got it back.
Covered by Ellet. We have a timeout by Ellet.
Birch never had it, but he got it right back and gets himself a 3-yard gain on the play. So when things are going your way, they're going your way. That could have been a big turning point if that ball kicks the other way about 10 yards, but Ellet uses a timeout.
It did kick forward, too, as
Yeah.
it went through that line of scrimmage. City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering the Universal Breakfast Program to ensure a free breakfast for every student. Akron Schools at akronschools.com.
Second and 7, the ball spotted at the 35.
I move these sheets so I can read new spots. Hey, there's 3 new ones. Start reading those.
Well, Dave, I'll tell you, 2nd and 7 here. If you're the Rams defensively, you got to keep their secondary has to keep the ball in front of them. It's okay to allow a completion, but they got to avoid that double move getting sucked in on that, which they've been beaten on twice badly so far in this first half.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see another run here as they're playing back. That middle part of the field is open. They're going to look to pass. Fisher rolls right. Looks up top, looks left, has to come up out of the pocket, runs left side. He has 10 yards, 15. He's going to be at the about the 20-yard line to the 15-yard line when he goes out, and he'll have a first down there with 41 seconds left here in the first half.
Good pocket presence by Jake Fisher there to scramble. And the flood right means that there's a lot of real estate on the left side of the field, and he takes advantage.
And he ran out of bounds, so that stops the clock. Still 2 timeouts left for the Orangemen if they need them now, as now they're in the red zone. Fox 8 is also here filming the game. Ivory trying to look good on TV. He's going to get 3 yards on the carry.
Quick timeout by the Orangemen. Or not.
They're going to hurry up, 30 seconds. 2nd and 8.
He's not even in uniform.
Hikes the ball.
Fakes the spike.
Spike. Goes to the corner. Has Smethers there. But great presence of mind by the Rams to get that ball tipped and away from Smethers. Let's see who it was, though. Darnell Griffin. Griffin on able to get his head around and knock the ball out of
good recovery.
Out of the hands of Smethers.
That was a good ball by Fisher.
So they hurry up for the fake spike, and they go to the corner of the end zone.
I like it.
Risque. 3rd and 7 now, 5 seconds left. Clock is stopped on the incomplete. Looks like they'll probably have one more play before they're going to have to get the field goal unit out there, and they'll just get good position from Ivory. He's going to have about a 2-yard gain. He'll get to about the 10-yard line, and they'll bring Neal out to try and kick in for 3. 10 seconds left here.
It'll be about a 27-yard attempt for Neal.
That's be pretty close to the maximum. And it's gotten a lot colder from when he was kicking earlier.
Yeah, it's a little cold for me.
He was out there kicking before the game. The sun was up, and we were about 10 degrees higher. But it is, the bottom has fallen out. I was part of the group of people that lost power. Didn't have power for about 36 hours.
Did you have a little snow?
Oh, we got 4 inches of snow.
Goodness gracious.
All over the trees, that real heavy stuff.
Yeah. You weren't ready for that. I'm never ready for that.
Oh. Kick is up, and it is good. So they'll get 3 points. And with 4 seconds left, the Rams will get a return, but they'll go up 17-0 here right at the end of the first half as Neal gets 3 points for the field goal. A 27-yard field goal is good. And really, in comparison to what I saw him kicking before, he was kicking about 40. That one had plenty of space to go through the uprights. That was a boot on him.
So just a really rough about 4-minute stretch here for the Rams. Yields 10 points, and they go from being down 1 score to 3 scores just like that.
They'll come on and get one more kick. We'll probably have one return before we go into halftime. We'll, of course, stop our tape broadcast here and come back with about 60 seconds before the beginning of the second half, and Joe and I will have stats from the first half and some analysis. Back to receive is, let's see, LeJohn Ellis. Kick is short, squibs it at the 36.
5 passes against St.
We're going to get to about the 38.
That'll
Could
do
get
it.
about the 34, and that's going to do it here. So at the end of the first half, you have the Orangemen doing their business just as they've done all season, 17-0 as they try and stay perfect here. We'll be back with the second half here on APS 15. Just about ready to start the second half here as the Orangemen are going to be kicking to Garfield. They'll get the ball here in the second half, looking to get on the scoreboard down 17-0 here at George Aughton Stadium. And Joe, who is not paying attention.
No, I'm
to
ready.
his phone.
Let's do it.
Hey, Joe, can we have the first half stats? If you hand them to me, you can finish your text if you want.
No, I got him. Relax. Kickoff. I'll get him after the kickoff.
Going to be caught at the 10. I can't see.
Uh-oh.
Run around the right side and to the 32-yard line on the return. A 22-yard return for the Rams.
First half stats for Garfield. Jataris Grant was 1 for 5 passing for 15 yards. Darian Powers, before the injury, had 6 carries for 31 yards. Lash with 1 reception for 15 yards. On the Ellet side, Jake Fisher, 4 for 6 passing through the air for 45 yards. Ivory, 7 carries, 22 yards, and a score. Fisher's carried it for 27 yards. Matt Gear, 5 carries, 13 yards, and a touchdown. Also a reception for 23 yards. Ellet with the 2 scores and a late field goal lead, 17-0, and Garfield gets the ball here to start the second half.
Powers, who is back out on the field, missed a good part of the second quarter. He's back there. Grant hands the ball off, and he's going to get about a yard on the carry. 2nd and 9 now. And he had a couple of good runs there before he went down. One of about 22 yards. Went to this full house backfield and had some success. But that's back when they were only down 1 touchdown. Now they're down 3 scores. Against a very potent offense here for the Orangemen. Grant's going to line up in the I formation. Up top, we'll have Lash. Not going to use him. He's going to
Fumble.
run. It looks like we have the ball down, and Grant gets it back off the fumble. But he's also going to lose the down, essentially. 3rd and 9.
Give him the line of scrimmage there, Dave.
3rd and 9 now. And really, not a lot of penalties here in the first half.
3 for Garfield, not a 1 yet for Ellet.
There. Grant gets under center. Needs a big play here. He'll go back to pass, looking left, throws the ball over the center of the field in double coverage. Dives for it, but about a foot short. Pass intended for Nolan Palmer.
Yeah, great effort by Palmer there. He laid out, he did everything he could, just a little bit overthrown. And that one you didn't have to overthrow because there's no safety help on it. And you want to give your receiver a chance to make a play. Just a little bit too much arm there by Grant. Goes incomplete. Another 3 and out for the Rams.
It feels eerily similar to what I'm going to see on Sunday, I think, Joe.
Yeah, you never know.
No offense. Catches the ball at the 42. King keeps running. He's going to get to the 48-yard line, and he'll go down there. So they'll start on their half of the field here.
I'll tell you what King does there, Dave. He does like a good outfielder. He does a really good job of staying behind the ball, so he's catching it with his momentum going forward. And he's had a really good night returning the football. I mean, actually, one of their most valuable players right now. And he has been in the return game.
So out of 5 possessions they had in the first half, scored on 3 of them.
And again, they start just inside of Garfield territory.
Smethers and King on the bottom of your screen. Fisher fakes the handoff to nobody, runs up the center. He'll get 4 yards on the carry. 2nd and 6 now.
He picked up about 5 yards on the play.
Fisher's been a dual threat, more with his legs than with his arms. A good first half throwing the football for him. Couple big third down conversions. Big 20-yard run to set up that last 3-point field goal as well.
Long count there, no movement. He'll hand the ball off. And Gear, he'll get a yard on the carry. He was taken down quickly.
34, Jared Bell comes out of the bottom of that pile there as he just kind of stuffed that hole.
So 3rd and 6 from the 45.
Big down here. It's crucial time for this Garfield defense.
So Fisher's going to be in the shotgun. He'll have up top. He'll have Birch. Goes on the bottom to King. Going to be to the 40. He's on the back for a first down. He'll get to the 36-yard line. He'll go out there. And they've had mixed kind of success on that play, but that one's certainly good for the first down.
Yeah, David Smothers, the key on that play. The slot back receiver gets a great block to spring King. Just sealed out his guy, and a big gainer there on 3rd down for the Orangemen.
Yeah. Fisher really probably completed a pass for -2 yards, but King did the work to get 21 yards running for a 19-yard gain. 1st and 10 now from the 26. Hands the ball off. Birch is going to get about a yard.
Birch gets a yard. He's been pretty much neutralized today so far.
Well, the running game overall hasn't had the success we've seen them have against Firestone and Buchtel. But second half here, things can change. This big offensive line for the Orangemen, looking to push their way in for another 6. Hands the ball off. Gear on the carry. He'll get, 3 yards.
Should have kept that one on the option. They had a lot of room on the outside. The Orangemen only ran it for 78 yards, I believe, 72 yards in the first half. But they've held the Rams only 38 yards rushing on the other side. Another 3rd and long here.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd down to 7. The ball spotted at the 23.
Like 08, 07, Sanchez. Oh, he had a couple thousand yards passing.
Fisher now turns. They're going to roll right. Has it man there, wide open. Goes to the corner of the end zone. Just had it at the pylon, but couldn't hold on to it. Dakota King was where the ball was supposed to be going. Had his hands up, looking for the pass from Fisher. Fisher puts it there, but just trying maybe to bring his eyes down to look at that pylon or not, or whether exactly where he was on the field, but took it off long enough that the ball came out.
Good ball here. That was another good ball by Fisher, and it's amazing when you have time to throw what you can do. And he buys a little bit of extra time with his feet getting into good throwing lanes. They're going to try a 40-yard field goal here.
And he came off the field, took off his helmet, and smashed it into the turf. Certainly frustrated with not being able to haul that one in. On the snap, it is down. Time to kick it up. The kick is up, and it's got enough length. No, just in front of the end zone. Just in front of the pole. So no good. That was
40-yard attempt.
Yeah.
It would have been good from about 38, I believe.
And it looked about maybe a yard short.
He might have caught it just a little bit thin. I mean, he caught it pretty good. No wind help. We said about 40 yards we thought was about his range. And a little colder, ball not carrying. On natural grass where it's worn down a little bit. On turf, that'd have been good.
So they turn over the ball for the first time.
They're going Wildcat here with Powers in at quarterback now.
Then we're going to get some excitement.
They move Grant out to the right side wide out, so a little change in quarterback here.
Catches the snap, goes up top right side, one-on-one coverage. Grant looking to jump up for the jump ball, catches it at the 45. He's still running at the 30, the 25, and taken down at the 22-yard line. He jumped up for that jump ball, and he got it.
Exactly, jump ball and get the ball in your athlete's hands, and Powers coming in a little relief there. How about that?
1 second. Gain of 56.
56 yards.
Wow.
That's what, their entire offense for the first half?
That's and then some. So big play here.
That can shift the momentum. Here we go. And they'll put Grant back under center now. They're going to bring it in tight, do the Orangemen. They drop back a little bit. Hand the ball off again to Powers. Powers will get 2 yards on the carry. Oh, they're giving him a good spot, about 4.
Good cut by Powers. Got himself from what it would have been about a 1 yard game. Got himself about 3 extra yards with a good hard cut there. And Darian Powers looks like he's feeling a little bit better, moving a lot better here.
Got that hamstring stretched out.
It's probably tough to do it when it's about 17 degrees too. We're going back to a full house there in the backfield.
Then hand the ball off to Powers. Pretty much the same play. He'll get 3 yards on that.
They go right again. Little momentum, really important here to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Well, you had the stop off the missed field goal, and then off the big Wildcat play.
Now 2 plays to get 3 yards here.
Easier said than done, Joe.
Against the Ellet defense, who has not given up a touchdown in more than 10 quarters. Fumble.
Fumble on the snap.
Oh, that's actually a break.
So,
and it didn't matter on the fumble because they called that dead ball.
So you had 2 downs for 3 yards, Joe. Now
So
you
that-
have 2
well,
downs for 8 yards.
That certainly hurts, but not as bad as a fumble. Back to Grant at quarterback. Nobody wide, double tights, and back to the T formation here. We haven't seen that much today.
Hands off to Powers. Goes right through the center, basically untouched. And he scores from 19 yards out for his first touchdown.
Where's
of the
the
game.
T been? There it is. Yeah. Bam, right there. A great cutback by Powers there. Just took a little bit of a seam, and he takes it to the house, and a big momentum change here for the Rams.
Now they want to set up here. They kick this one or go for 2.
26 kicks. 26 kicking.
So it looks like Brenson Bonio.
Benson. Bonio.
Bonio.
Bonio in for the extra point.
Bonio looking to kick. Shepard to hold.
Oh, yeah.
Kick is up.
Good kick.
And that is good. So they're going to make it interesting. 17-10 here with 4:35 left here in the third quarter.
17, and the Rams 7.
Certainly had a good drive there. 2 big plays. The 19-yard run by Powers and the 52-yard pass from Powers to Grant. It's a 2-headed monster here on offense.
Well, really good answer here as they were down 17-0, looking at maybe another score by Elliott, putting this thing away. They hold, they force the field goal, they miss, and then they hit the big play. Big momentum change, 10-point swing right there, and then they found themselves now only down by 10.
They have T-shirts, polos, and sweatshirts.
Need to stop, turnover right here. Get it back.
So they'll look to kick again. The Orangemen, first time receiving the ball since the opening kick here from the kickoff.
Darius Grant back to kickoff.
Kick is off by Grant. It's going to be picked up at the 13-yard line. Geary goes right up the center, goes left, makes a miss, makes a spin move, and gets to the 46-yard line, so he'll take it from there. A return of 21 yards. So a good return from them, but last couple drives have stalled. Just getting field goal right before the half, and the last one not able to convert on it.
Yeah, the shutout streak is over. Now the Garfield, let's see if their defense comes out with a little bit of fire here after getting the score, getting themselves back in the ball game.
So Fisher sees the defense, looks it over. Defense coming in on the run. Gear's going to get still running on the left side. Got out of those tackles a little bit. Got about 4 yards.
He slipped through about 3 of them.
And you can see from our camera angle there, certainly kind of just gets under that line almost, gets lost in the scrum, and then comes out, gets to the linebackers. It's taken down there. 2nd and 6. Fisher talking to him in the I formation. Smethers and King on this side. They won't see it. Ivory goes left side.
Fumble.
And we have a fumble. It goes back the other way. It looks like the Rams have got it. They would have it about the 36-yard line if they do. Looking for the signal.
No signal.
Oh, my. I'm not seeing a signal.
3rd down.
3rd down.
Out of bounds. Ball was out of bounds. Yep, 3rd down.
So they lost about 2 yards on the fumble.
So why is the clock running? Because I don't know. Oh, now it's stopped. 3rd down. Loss of 2. Boy, that was a big bounce there. Is that really?
Oh, and you can see the Rams here. They're pumped up after that. A stop, a touchdown.
Great pursuit.
That fumble. They're ready to let the dogs out. And they're going to come after him. Pumps it again. We've seen this play 3 times now. And Smethers catches it at the 34-yard line. And he's going to get to the 32. Huge play.
Yep, same
down the
play
right
as you
sidelines.
said,
Faked
3
it
times.
again. 2 out of 3 has put up big numbers on that catch. Very effective with how well they've been running the ball. 32 yards on the pass. And Smethers, a main target for
big conversion on 3rd down. Man, 3rd and long.
1st and 10 now from the 32. Fisher's going to keep it himself, running left side. And he'll get 6 yards on the carry.
That's just that automatic read there when the nose guard vacates. That's just a read and coming off that play. That's just a tap to the center, letting them know which way you're going.
Pick up a 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So he'll set up I formation now. Smethers now at the top of your screen. At the bottom, you got Ivory. And he'll pitch it. I'm sorry, to Ivory there on the left side. And he'll get about 3 yards on the carry.
Good tackle by number 23, DeAndre Bowden. Good pursuit there. Only 2 yards for Birch.
3rd and 5 now. It just seems like a lot of 3rd downs. I keep saying here for the Orangemen.
Yeah, the Orangemen have not had a lot of success on 1st and 2nd down, but they've done a lot of damage on 3rd and long.
What's our success rate for 3rd down? I know you're keeping that
They're
stat
over
too.
50%.
In the shotgun, Fisher's going to run.
Oh,
he slips a little bit, gets back up, and he'll have an – ooh, I don't like that spot. I do not like that spot. Looks like a 1st down, though.
Boy, he slips where he's at. They're out of field goal range, and now they're up close to a 1st down, and they give him a 1st down. Another 3rd down conversion for the Orangemen.
Well, you didn't think it was going to happen because right as he came out of the backfield, slipped a little bit, had to get back up, you kind of lose that 1st step burst. 21-yard line. 1st and 10, just about a minute 45 left here in the third quarter. Fisher overlooking the defense. And he's going to hand the ball off to Ivory. Ivory goes left. He gets a yard, and that's all he's going to get. On the tackle is
Ellie's. He ran right into Ellie's, and he just kind of said, we're not going any further. 1 yard gain there.
Chris Macklin on the
Ivory.
tackle.
Play brings up 2nd down, 9.
Penalties are in. Third down is huge. Oh, God. Keep the guy. How about keeping a guy in
2nd and 9.
In field goal range again are the Orangemen.
Yeah. Certainly, I think you want to get one in now after the last miss. You give it to King left side, and he's going to be about 6 yards on the carry. He'll set up 3rd down and 2.
Great open field tackle by Mason.
And great play calling there to get kind of someone else involved.
Yep, gives them positive yardage on.
Well, because they brought Ivory and Gear to one side and then sent King the other way.
Spotted at the 15-yard line.
Big 3rd and 4. Again, watch that hard count for the Orangemen.
I'm going to see if they get this off before the end of the 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
They do. Pitching it to Ivory, trying to get to the sideline. He's going to be at the 10. Stiff arm, going to get to the 8, and he'll go down there. And that'll be a 1st down, 1st and goal for them.
Helped out by DeAndre Bowden.
I think we have an injury, though, as well to
We have a timeout.
DeAndre Bowden.
Another 3rd down conversion. 3 for 3 on this possession.
Ivory did pick up the 1st down on the play. It brings up 1st and goal from the 8-yard line.
25 yards on the ground now and 9 carries for Ivory. Fisher leads the way on the ground for the Orangemen. 36 yards and 7 carries for Fisher.
Just wind it and go to the quarter. Thank you.
Through the air, Jake Fisher now, Dave, passing is 6 for 9
And that's
for 94 yards.
3rd quarter with the score.
17-7, though, is where we're at.
I was gonna let you
Ellet wins
finish
the
first.
quarter.
So 17-7 at the end of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter left, and really a 2-possession game here for the Rams as they need to make a stop or get a turnover here and try and get themselves, if they can give up the field goal, still kind of that 3-score range. You need 2 touchdowns, though. But City Series football right here in APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering the International Baccalaureate program at Firestone High School. A rigorous 2-year program designed to meet the highest academic standards for any high school student in the world. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. And City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public School Career Education, where adult vocational services have been providing career training to adult learners for over 55 years. Over 350,000 people have enrolled in customized programs designed to meet the ever-changing needs of Akron area business, industry, and government. For more information, visit apscareers.com. So we'll switch sides. It's over to the left. Hey, I can have a seat now. Man, this chair is really cold. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's like October. It's like, you just don't think it's going to get that cold out. And then it gets a lot colder than you think. Fisher looking to pass, has time in corner of the end zone. No, he goes to the short route and he
another
drops
drop.
it. He had King at the back of the end zone and threw it to the front of the end zone for Austin Fink. And Austin Fink did not haul it in.
Boy, about 3 or 4 drops for the Orangemen today.
Oh, I bet you.
And I think you could see just a little bit that head turn around there because I think he knew he had open field ahead. Probably got a good chance to get in the end zone there.
Well, and King had one the last time that he dropped.
Granted, their
been a
receivers have made some good
touchdown.
plays too, but yeah, they've left a couple scores on the field.
They got to throw to Smothers, I guess, today. Fisher now. 2nd and goal, hands the ball off to Ivory.
Nothing
Great
doing.
hit at the line of scrimmage by
Brought down by
Gerard Bell.
4, Jared Bell.
Jared Bell, sorry.
Another third. We'll give them a yard on the play. Another third and goal here.
Ball is at the
Again,
6-yard line.
3-4-3 on this drive on 3rd down. Can they do it again and get it in the end zone? A big win for Garfield would be to force another field goal attempt.
Yep. Still keep it a 2-score game.
I think you got to throw here if you're the Orangemen.
Oh my. Offsides by the defense.
I have no idea who was on. Did you see it?
No.
I saw a flinch, but that's about it.
34 maybe.
5th penalty in the game for.
Jared Bell possibly. For the
Your
Rams.
guess is as good as mine. I didn't see it.
I guess
Orangemen
I
still
guess
without a
it's only-
penalty.
Somebody lined up in the middle.
Maybe.
So they get a little closer.
Oh, now you got
3rd and goal from the 3. That opens everything up.
not kicking a field goal now.
And we've seen this before from this distance. Run up the middle possibly from Fisher.
They're going tight.
Yep. High formation. And Fisher looks to pass right side. Has the corner of the end zone up top. He gets it. And touchdown awarded to the Orangemen. Right to the corner. And that goes to Jake Williams.
Fade from Fisher to Williams from 3 yards out, and they go to the air on 3rd down. Nice job by Williams in the back right-hand corner of the end zone to haul it in.
Looked about 6 inches in height difference going to Williams in that corner.
That's kind of been the case tonight. Consistently, Ellet offensive receivers have been able to get behind the secondary of Garfield, even in that short yardage situation, still was able to get over top, and they've been able to do it at will tonight.
That ball is good.
Neal hits the extra point.
47 left in the
We should get what Neal's
24, and the
how many he's
Rams
made and how many he's missed this year. Get that.
Get
for
on
next
that,
time.
yeah, for next week. There's your homework assignment.
Yep. I signed it myself.
Talk and text for only $40 a month, and there's no annual contract.
So it opens it up a little bit here. 24-7 is your score as they add the other touchdowns we had mentioned. And now three score game.
Your booster club gets this money. I don't know how much they pay, but I got to announce it 4 times a game. Whose name? There's the guy that knows the booster club.
10:47 left here in the 4th quarter.
So the key tonight, it certainly hasn't been an offensive barrage by the Orangemen, but just efficiency, especially on 3rd down when they've had to, and really have just done a better job of playing the field position game. Garfield's been, their average starting field position have been about their own 20 or 25. For Ellet, it's been around midfield, and that's made a big difference in a game where there hasn't been any turnovers.
Yeah. And the Orangemen will come out. Neal looking to kick.
To receive, we have Powers, Griffin,
Kick is up right down the center, almost comes over to the right side. Then a hit
Slipped.
at the 22. Goes right through his hands. Now he's got to make something happen without any blocking, and he'll get a yard on the return. And that's 1 yard for Darnell Griffin.
brought down by 31. It's Juan Portis, number 3. Three young blood.
Your best player misses the whole second quarter. Secondary was beat like a drought. Then you force third long. You can't keep a dude running. You can't make a play on a ball. Can't keep a receiver in front
I
of you.
have Powers in the backfield. I don't think he's going to go back to quarterback duties as Grant's. Oh, no, he is.
Why not?
Grant's going to
Does that
come
mean they're
out
going
to the
deep?
wideout. It means excitement. That's what it means. Powers gets it, runs left behind his blockers,
Powers, the ball carrier.
and he'll get about a yard. So unfortunately, kind of the same result we've seen from him just out of the backfield at the running back
Brought
position.
down by number 33. That's Jacob Eisenhart. Gain of 2 on the play, brings up 2nd down.
11 carries for 59 yards for Powers and a score. And remember, he missed pretty much the entire second quarter. Been a workhorse. He also has thrown it for 56 yards, so he's definitely been the bright spot for the Rams today.
He'll put Grant up at the top of your screen. And he's going to have Bell in the backfield with him. Looking for Grant, looking, slips, has to run up the center.
Keeps the ball.
And he'll get about 3 yards on the carry.
Nice job getting something out of nothing there, avoiding the sack.
Well,
And then he delivered a pretty good blow there, as he didn't look much like a quarterback there, as he kind of lowered the shoulder and delivered some contact. Actually a pretty good gain.
Just kind of looked at the one receiver, looked at Grant, wasn't there, and off he ran. And now it looks like Grant's going to come in, and he does. And they'll look to run with Safier on the carry. He's going to get about a yard. And we'll set up 4th and short again. Sorry, 3rd and short.
First down.
Did they give him the first?
Yeah, first down.
Oh.
Come on. They gave it to him.
Didn't look like he had it. So first down.
They're not we haven't seen a whole lot of measurements this year. That must not be a point of emphasis for our City Series officials
When
this
it's
season.
cold outside, just keep the clock running. It's in, and we're moving.
We don't have the yellow line like we have on ESPN. Nothing doing there.
He's going to lose about 2 yards on that.
Brought down by number 23.
I think it's funny. You kind of become dependent on that line. You see that line on Saturday and Sunday, you're like, oh, they got this.
Well, there's a big article about why is attendance, besides the terrible cost, why is the attendance so much down like in college football and that, other than the super marquee games. I was looking at going to Ohio State Iowa game last week, and it was $120 for a nosebleed seat, the cheapest seat I could get. I mean, that's why. And then you have instant replay, you have the warmth of your home, you have high definition television lots of times. Middle screen, it's picked off.
At the 25, and he'll take it down to the 12-yard line. Hoskins get on the interception. We'll get down to, looks about the 13-yard line. So we have our first turnover. Uh-oh. What's our call here? Oh boy. I'm gonna call it on Frosty. So I'm gonna go back this way, and we're gonna make another snowman. I think he's talking to a sideline. Yeah, he's down our press box.
I can hear you, Joe. Got it, thank you. I can't say what? You can't call. You can't call a fumble. Okay. You can't say what play.
Turnover.
You can say that, because that did happen. Talks to Fisher.
I can't say interception.
No, you can't call screen because you let the whole defense know it's a screen.
Oh. I got you.
And you can't say fumble because then you let the whole state, all the players can figure out fumble.
Right. Okay.
Fisher under center now. Gosh, we've had our wrists.
Dakota King, the ball carrier.
King goes left side. Can't get past the line of scrimmage, though.
Good job stringing it out by Jatarius Grant
He's
there
gonna
on
get
that
about
play.
2 yards on running all the way down the field.
Yeah, they've really tried to get King the ball in different ways today. He's 3 receptions, and he's gotten to run it a couple of times. Been really effective in the return game.
I think that's something they may be working on
Another weapon.
for the playoffs. Yeah, because you're going to have that run formation scouted pretty well. So you're going to need something else to get someone else involved. And King obviously has the speed and the size that you want to give him the ball more than just through the air, and that's certainly a way to do it. Different look, too. Hands the ball up. And where he's not even go down.
Trying to rip it out of there.
About 4 yards to the 6-yard line.
He is a determined runner. I mean, there's no doubt, no quitting his leg drive, man.
Well, and you see a lot of times players try and stay up too long, and they either lose the ball, but you can tell the legs are strong, the arms are strong, because he's not going down, and the ball isn't coming out either.
You have to sometimes know when to give up that fight, too. Hey, I better go down. I'm about to lose the ball, too. Or I'm going to take a big hit. But, you know, the good running backs you never seem to get a really good square hit on a lot of them. And then you have your fullback types that they look to hit guys.
I think he showed a lot of strength there, upper and lower body. Fisher from the 5 under center. Hand the ball off to Gear, and he'll go right on through the left side of the line in for a touchdown. Put 6 points up on the board. That'll make 30-7 your score. So off the turnover, the first one of the game, they get points off that as well. So as you talked about, efficiency, getting it off from your special teams off a short punt.
Yep.
You get a touchdown from there. Off the turnover, you get a touchdown, and then the offense does what it's supposed to.
Bottom line,
drive,
every time.
50-yard drive.
So if I'm scouting the Orangemen, I'm like, you got to make them drive all the way down the field, because with the short field, they're potent with a good kicking game and an efficient offense. Yep. Oh, that one's blocked. Oh, look at that.
Isn't that? So
Then Powers one-hands it, which was one of the best catch I've seen all night.
He gets the kick blocked, so it stays 30-7. Maybe I shouldn't have said we should see how many field goals he's made, because that didn't go well from him. Remember we used to say, every time we say something, APS 15 has kind of a curse going on. Because when we mention something, it just goes poorly after that. So apologize to Neil. We'll stop mentioning that. And wish you the best in the postseason.
So off the turnover. Quick score again for the Orangemen. Matt Gear with his second rushing touchdown of the night. And Andrew Neal, a perfect week last week. Not the case this week, but good pursuit there.
Well, you can't fault him too much on the long field goal.
No, that was kicked good. There it didn't look low to me. It looked like it was just penetration that got through, but
yeah,
they'll be able to see it on the film.
So Neal looking to kick. It's high to the left side. We got about 6:08 left here in the game. Then we return from the 16 and come up to about the 31-yard line. 14 yards on the return. Griffin on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
What are you saying, Joe?
I'm saying, can we close a window? Yeah, I'd be dropping passes for sure tonight.
Do you think it's going to be a run or a pass? What's that?
Oh, they got gloves on. They get to run around.
I think it's going to be a run or a pass here.
Yeah, it's going to be a short, but don't tip off.
High formation. Grant looking to pass left side. Good job by the offensive line to give him some time, but doesn't throw it to where his player can get it. Pass intended for a lash.
Just throwing that off his back foot a little bit too much. Not getting into his throw just quite enough.
By Boosie over here, though, good pass protection on the blind side. Taking Samir Ragmick, got him down twice, so he couldn't give time for Grant to throw a little bit.
Two for 9 passing in the ball game for the Rams.
looking to run the ball. Breaks through the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be, where's that spot? First down. Great job by Ellies.
But we have a flag on the play.
Flag down. Taking away a positive play. Didn't see it. Great run, though. You had a good view of it from our cameras above us. Peter George up there, the human icicle.
He's got his Seahawks hat to keep him warm.
Yeah, I'm sure. We watched, the kids and I watched Despicable Me since the second one's coming out on video.
Oh, it's
And he
great.
gets frozen. That's going to be Peter George upstairs. There's a big ice cube with his hat. So they're going to move back, what was it, 5 yards? 5 yards on the penalty, 2nd and 15. We get another good run. Powers in the backfield. And he gets the ball, tries to hop through the line of scrimmage. He'll get a yard.
I'm down in on another tackle there. First one there. Matt Gear cleaned it up.
Their line does a nice job.
Short game.
Everybody gets their line
Brings
back.
up 3rd down.
Their linebacker just sit where it's line of scrimmage and you see react.
Heard long as the Orangemen look like they're going to go perfect with a real good chance here if they take care of business next week. Not only to be the champions of their division, but to finish a perfect regular season and earn a playoff spot as they've got things rolling right now.
Pass is going to be
Throw and catch.
to Nolan Palmer.
Complete to Nolan Palmer.
Again, good pursuit coming from that blind side from Samir Ramick. A half second too late before he got to the quarterback, but he's coming hard off that corner.
And Garfield going to go for it here.
On the 37-yard line.
So 4th down and 4 from the 37. Down 23 points. Looking to pass left. Eyes his receiver. Going to be caught.
Oh, they
First
both
down.
slipped. If Palmer doesn't slip there, he might have got outside because Birch, the defender, did slip, but it's good for 7 more yards and a first down. Nice job on a little stop route there.
Well, we had that rain. The field's probably still a little wet, and now it's just getting cold. So it doesn't allow you to really grip on anything.
It's pretty cold.
My feet are freezing. I'm in the press box, let alone on the field. Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
I didn't see
A
that.
flag on the Orangemen. Their first of the night. They lined up offside. So each team's done that now. And that usually strikes the ire of the coaching staff when you line up. It doesn't take any skill or anything. You just got to be able to see. And both teams done it now.
I thought I had a pretty good vantage point here on
It
the
looked bad
35.
to
And
me.
I didn't see it.
The old neutral zone infraction.
Pressure coming again for Grant. Gets it away. Ooh, I thought that was, I didn't see.
That was pretty good coverage.
That pass intended for Nolan Palmer.
Birch and Palmer kind of going at it there the last few times down.
2nd down and 5.
Snuck out, tripped. He came out of his break and fell backwards.
3 for 13 now passing for Grant with that one pick.
Grant again under center. Looking left as he's done before. Fake the spike, steps up, and he's going to be taken down for a sack. On the sack is going to be Jacob Eisenhart.
He got away somehow from Gear, who was right in
Like he
in
almost
his face.
faked throwing it down.
Yeah.
Brings up 3rd down. Ball spotted at
So
the Rams,
third down
48-yard
and 6
line.
to go as we get under the 3-minute mark. A little limp it seemed from Grant coming out from the sidelines. $30-7 is your score.
Maybe back to Palmer with that stop route. See if they try to jump it here.
Looks left again. Rocks it out.
Good call by me. Yeah, I'll take credit.
That's
Bam.
about a 15-yard completion for the first down. And what was it? Nolan Palmer.
Gain of 16.
16-yard pickup on the play.
Palmer now 3 catches for 30 yards here in the fourth quarter. Another first down for Garfield.
Joe, at the completion of tonight's game, we'll have our career education player of the game. And
Pocket collapses on him.
he just kind of stood in it for a while.
Got to get rid of that just about a half a second sooner. Avoid that hit and that sack. Throw that thing out of bounds.
Loss of 2 on the play.
But it's tough when the pocket collapses on you. Talk about that claustrophobic feeling.
Tried to step up a little bit, but you're kind of stepping right around a cliff. So on the clock, keeps moving, does the time, and we're second down and 12 to go. Brandt looking left again, pressure coming to his left, puts it up there one-on-one coverage, but overthrows a little bit. Pass intended there for Nolan Palmer again. That was about the 10-yard line, but he couldn't separate it all to get to where he needed to be to catch it. Looks like Palmer's going to come out here for third down. So we may see Powers maybe back in at quarterback.
No.
Now they'll send up top Devontae Lash instead on the substitution. Hand the ball off to Powers. Big tackle at the line of scrimmage by Austin Fink.
Yeah, Austin Fink filled real well there. Met Powers before he had a chance to really get going.
So fourth down and 10.
Brings up 4th down.
So we got 63 seconds left in this one. Already decided is kind of the outcome here. Under center, looking left, has a man open, he turns. Great coverage, but we are flags down. On the coverage is Birch. Came a little early.
Yeah, it came over the top, but just a little too early. Or maybe a lot too early. Drew about 3 flags.
Pass interference against the Orange.
So the pass interference will take a fourth down and make it a first down. We'll move up to the 20-yard line, 21-yard line it looks like. So we'll have 38 seconds, 21 yards,
So the Rams have it first.
23-point ball game.
The Orangemen's 21-yard line.
It'll keep Grant under center. So we're going to have Lash up top. On the bottom, you'll have Javante Thomas. He's going to go to Lash out of bounds right about the pylon.
Yeah.
I guess it was both ways.
Couldn't haul it in, so 31 seconds.
Devontae Lash
Get 3 more shots.
broken up by number 26. Austin Fink.
Grant's got Powers in the backfield. Looking right this time. Pressure coming. Goes over the center of the field.
Oh,
and
nice
he's got it
pass.
right over the center. It goes right to Eric Boozy.
Wow. Nice pass and catch
Bussey
right
gets
there.
Going a 7-second play. Gets them their second touchdown. Makes it 30-13. We talked about getting style points. There's one. Get some style points that way. You got a shutout. I got scored twice on you. Who does Garfield play next week?
Firestone.
So that's another winnable game for them.
Firestone at the Infocision.
At Infocision. Let's see here. Akron City Series football right here in APS 15. Supported by Akron Public Schools, offering a free lunch for every elementary student and a free breakfast for every student. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. So they score the touchdown. You going for 2 here, Joe? I mean, it really means nothing.
No. I don't know. Probably not.
Looks like they're going to kick it.
Well, no, it looks like they're going to kick it.
Thanks, obvious.
That's why I'm here.
You have to put any players out there? I don't know if I would put any out there. High snap. Ball's down. Kick is up. And it is good. So 30-14 is your score.
23 seconds left in the game. It's the Orangemen of Ellet 30 and the Garfield Golden Rams 14.
Joe?
Yes.
You got your player of the game all figured
Oh,
out?
I'm all ready. I'm so ready.
Well, we can do like an NFL game when it gets out of hand. They do like all the credits, right?
I can wind it up a little bit for you right now. I'll talk about the Garfield side right now, as they came up a little bit short after falling down. Terrible field position in the first half. They fall down 17-0. Just couldn't flip the field enough, and Ellet took advantage of the short field a couple of times. They're really a two-headed monster for them tonight. Jataris Grant, who does a slew of things for them. He ends up with 5 completions and a touchdown pass. Did throw for an interception as well. Got him for 62 yards. And Darian Powers, he was the guy that really in the second quarter hurt them when he went out. And they lost that second quarter. They gave up 10 points late in the second quarter. Really lost momentum without him in the ball game. But he was their workhorse. He carried it 13 times. I think 68 yards I got him for, and the 19-yard score. Also 1-for-1 passing through the big 56-yarder Jataris Grant. So obviously a much better team with him on the field, and want to have him healthy next week for Firestone, as they want to try to wrap up a winning season here and get to 6-4 next week. A little squib.
Onside kick, and it'll get it down to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, they probably are going to kneel on it here.
Yeah.
On the Ellet side, Dave, they kind of really didn't have a whole lot in the rushing game. It was kind of spread out tonight for them. Ivory carried it 10 times for about 30 yards. Birch carries it for 26 yards. Gear carries it 10 times for 28 yards and a touchdown. Jake Fisher carries it 7 times for 36 yards. So not a ton of yardage, just taking advantage of opportunities when they got it, when they needed it.
As it came to them almost.
Mm-hmm. They're set up in that victory formation today. And as we talk a complete team effort, Hoskinson with the interception, Dakota King with 3 catches, and he also had a great job in the return game. Jake Williams with a receiving touchdown. Really good effort by them, but their player of the game tonight, no doubt, was the guy under center. He did and made the plays both with his feet and with his arm when he needed to. Jake Fisher, 7 carries for 36 yards, 7 for 11 through the air for 105 yards and a score, and his leadership and his composure on third down really the key. So congratulations to senior Jake Fisher and to the Orangemen, who now go to 9-0 overall, keeping a strong hold on not only City Series championship aspirations, but an undefeated regular season and bonus time as they look to punch their ticket for the SHA division playoffs.
Yeah, so they moved to 5-0 in the conference and look to kind of finalize their season perfect next week, and we'll have that coverage for you right here on APS 15 as they'll take on the North Vikings. We'll come right back here to George Alton Stadium, have that broadcast for you next week as we continue our high school football coverage here. I want to thank all of those that helped make this possible. Peter George, our snowman upstairs, our videographer, from Ryan Dumont, our producer, from Dave Schick and Joe Pacansky. We want to thank you, and take care.